I just washed my hair, so yes, I know I'm in a bonnet. Please excuse the way I look. Sometimes it's not about what I'm wearing, it's the message that I am giving out. Okay, so if you guys are new here, hi, my name is Sade. I think the mic is a bit loud, so we're gonna turn it down. If you're new here, hi, my name is Sade, the storyteller. I hope it's actually down. Hopefully, this is down. And welcome to the podcast. I'm doing a bit different. I've never actually filmed on this DJI camera, as in like sit down and do a long haul video. I just use this to film, my anime and just do day in a life. Okay. But today I just want to kind of share how I've been getting on and just my perspective, how things have changed for me, or how I view life now as a 25-year-old living at home, working a 9 to 5, juggling podcasting and trying to get her shit together. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. So where do I begin? I feel like from the last time I've spoken on here about myself, I was going through a lot. Like when I say I was going through a lot, I was going through a lot. Like I took a break from talking to guys and really truly work on myself. Like that was by choice. Okay, that was by choice. Like not having sex and all of that, right? That's by choice. And I'm proud of myself because I stuck to that. And I think not talking to anyone for a long period of time just made me just have a different perspective on life and actually know what I want for myself. And I'm glad that I took that right? That break, because I do think it's important to actually step away when something's not making sense, rather than draining yourself. Take a step back, gather your thoughts, and refill your cup up again. Okay? I just think it's not worth being completely drained. It's not worth it. So we are now in 2026, and I can tell you now I'm in good spirits. Like I'm in a better headspace. I am doing the things that make me happy. I'm living in my truth. I am living in my truth. Although I'm not really happy with the job I'm working, I feel like, and someone said this to me, your work environment is important because that's where you are nearly every single day. And that's quite daunting to think of. I really don't like my job, and it made me kind of know where I want to go. At first, I didn't know where I wanted to go, hence why I'm still in the same job that I'm in. And now I know where I want to go, and I know what a healthy environment looks like. So I'm going to go where it makes sense. I've been applying for jobs and trying to get out of it. I feel like last year I was putting immense pressure on myself to be like not famous, but well known in a sense of like my podcast should be getting the recognition and like I was genuinely rushing the process and being anxious, feeling like I'm not capable of doing the stuff that I'm doing, when in reality I am more than capable. I had to kind of speak life into myself because I never was really speaking positivity in myself. I was always doubting myself, thinking, yeah, I can't do that, or it's cringe, and do this and that and the third. And I'm proud of myself. I started doing my anime videos and I enjoy it because the engagement, people are like, oh, I love this, keep on doing it. So it fuels me. And I always thought that friends were the ones that would celebrate you the most, but in reality I think it's strangers celebrate you the most, or tell you to keep on going, which I think is very sad as well, because a lot of people say, I know your friends are not your target audience, I'm very aware. However, I don't think it hurts to encourage or motivate your friend to do more or keep pushing, or so they know, like, okay, yeah, I may be doing this by myself, but it would be nice for my friends to give me a kick up my ass, sometimes. I think it's important. Like I do that with my friend, like, you're doing amazing, like you're going places soon, trust me, you're going. And that's because I see the vision, and I think it's quite sad for those that are kind of feeling the same way as me. But my advice to you is don't take it too personal, because at the end of the day, God will shift you to the right people. The right people will support you when it makes sense. So don't hold no grudge or animosity towards your friends. Hey, they're still your friends at the end of the day. You have the choice to surround yourself with people that are more aligned and like-minded. And that's something that I crave. is people that are so like-minded like me, like we're so aligned. And I feel like, as I said prior, I believe that I'm meant to be doing this journey by myself so I can truly get to know myself. And I feel like I've been getting to know myself. Like I've been sitting with my thoughts, even down to dating, and not to, like, I'm trying my best not to talk about, you know, just my dating experiences or whatever, but I feel like a lot of people don't actually know what they want. When I say a lot of people, I'm talking about men. A lot of men don't actually know what they want. So I'm on Hinge, right? You know, I'm there for the vibe, because I'm telling you guys, my husband is not in the UK, baby. He is somewhere else. Whoa, that man is somewhere else, chopping wood somewhere, waiting for me. Trust me, it's not in the UK, right? I'm just there to cop a feel and to know what I actually want. Yes, I know what I want, but I feel like it's beyond looks and personality. I need to know what traits I like in a man and what traits I don't like. So I think talking and meeting and going on dates is good. It's good for me. I'm encouraging myself, right? But as I've been on that app, a lot of guys actually don't know what they want. A lot of men like to say it's the women, 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 but a lot of men don't know what they want, or they are not working on themselves. And I think that's important as a man, to work on yourself, because I think I have a bit of traditional views, right? Or traditional values. I believe a man should lead when you guys get married and stuff. He's the man of the house, right? You lead and the woman naturally follows. Naturally follows. Not by force, naturally. I'll give an example. Aries and TT, right? He gave his life to Christ. TT slowly followed. He got baptized. She got baptized. And I'm like, that is a leader. That's a man that, that's a good man. Okay. That's a good man. And you can see how supportive he is. And I'm like, I would love to have something like that. He seems like someone that knows what he wants. And I think a lot of men don't know what they want, or they have this mindset, which is not a problem. It's like grind mode, grind mode, grind mode, grind mode. Like you're too in what you're doing. Like some guys are like workaholics. And to me, it's like, yeah, you can be a workaholic, but like, where's the balance? And I think that's the issue that a lot of women are having, is the guys will start talking to them, and then they'll be like, I don't have time, I'm married to the grind, I'm jogging, I'm doing all of this. Then what was the point of talking to them in the first place? What's the point? You just want them to be a placeholder, and then when you're done jogging, you're going to now pick up where you left off. And I don't think that's fair. I think for me, when I see stuff like that, naturally I put a man in a box, because to me it shows you can't balance. And I always like to use the saying of, look at the richest man, he still had time to, get with his wife, have kids, and build a solid foundation. And he's rich, and he has his own business. Why can't you do it? You're practically giving yourself to your job, which is not a problem. I just think you need to learn how to balance. Women, I believe women don't ask for too much. Men think they're asking for too much, and maybe, like, I don't know what it is. They'll be like, oh, she's asking for too. I don't actually think women are asking for too much. If they're asking for your time, that's not too much. You just need to learn how to manage your time. I think a lot of men are not intentional. I think a lot of people are not intentional. So I don't understand why they're dating. Is it just to get your willy wet, or just to waste time? I think a lot of people actually need to sit down with themselves and work on themselves. Like, you guys think this is a joke, right? A lot of us are projects of our parents. Some of us don't have good parents. Some of us don't have good role models, and we have a lot of traumas. And for me, I've always told myself, I want to break that generational curse. My kids will not go through what I went through. They will know a household with love. They will know what healthy love is. And I will install values. So when they grow up, they become not perfect, but they become a flourishing human being with sense, morals. They're confident within themselves. They know what they want to do. Some of us all have traditional parents, so they have that traditional mindset. And I'm sorry, I'm not with it at all. And I think if you are having kids, I think from early, you need to teach them morals and values, and how to stick up for themselves, and how to articulate themselves and be better than their parents. I think we should always, that's how I want to raise my kid. Be better than me. Okay? I may not be the best, but be better than me. I've always said I want to be better than my peers. Are you kidding me? If I feel like they haven't done a good job, yeah. So I think a lot of people need to sit down and work on themselves. Like, you guys think this is a joke. They just think, reading a self-help book will do, oh yeah, I'm changed. No, actions speak louder than words. Sit with yourself. Come off social media and actually sit with your thoughts. Do you know how crazy it is to sit with your thoughts? Like, I think I not procrastinate, but I do a lot of self-evaluation to the point where I know what I had to work on. And I thank therapy for that as well, because I never saw it. And now that I know what I do, I've been working on it, and I can say I'm a different human being. I know myself. I'm confident within myself. I know there's things that I need to work on, and I'm still going to work on it. That's why I'm very intentional. Yes, I want to date because I want to know what type of man I want. But at the same time, I'm still working on myself because there's things that I haven't accomplished, or I'm not comfortable with where I am. So I think having a relationship right now would just be a hindrance. Because, girl, like, when I'm in love, when I'm in love with that man, like, I'm in love. Like, I am down bad for that man. Like, I'm down bad for a man, like, down bad. And that shouldn't, and I don't want that to be the thing. And then I'm setting myself back. Like, I just want a solid foundation within myself to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm comfortable. I'm happy within myself. I got XYZ money. My podcast is shooting off. My anime shit is shooting off. And yeah, you don't have space to have a companion for a long time. But the type of companion that I want them to be, you know, I want them to have their own things going on, individuality. So when you come into the relationship, yeah, we're bounded. We have a union. However, you have stuff going on for yourself, and I have stuff going on for myself. Because a lot of people get consumed. They let their relationship consume them, and they make their partners their whole world, to the point where you forget yourself, and you don't want to forget yourself, or they get too comfortable, and you don't want your partner to get comfortable. And that's the thing that people forget. A lot of people get comfortable. They think, yeah, I bagged the girl now and it's calm. You're going to have to keep on loving that person till thy kingdom come. It's not, oh yeah, I got the person and that's it. No. Keep on showing your love in different ways. Okay? Like, this generation, I just think is so. Listen, we're setting ourselves back. Black people, I can only speak for my people. I can't speak for everyone else. But I think a lot of us are followers. We let social media get to our heads on how our relationship should be. Back in the day, they never used to have they never used to have social media. They never was posting their relationship online. They were just living in the now. And a lot of people don't live in the now. Okay? Like, stop looking on social media and actually live in it and learn from it. Like, that's the thing that I sometimes don't really like about social media, because not a lot of people move like human beings. They move like they ain't got sense. It's very sad, and they love gossip culture. They let people get into their relationships, and I've heard this new thing where women are okay with being side chicks. I don't mind being a side chick, but as long as a man, we're finished. Like, we're actually finished. And I think as a woman, like, carry yourself better than that. That's what you want. That's how you see yourself, as a side. God forbid I see myself as a main course, side, starter, dessert. Hello, where's the bill? Are you insane? Sorry, I'm shouting. But are you actually insane? Like, what happened to putting yourself on a higher pedestal? I like people that have standards, have morals, know what they want. Okay? You need those type of people around you. You need to surround yourself with people that know what they want. And I love encountering men that know what they want. Like, seriously, outside of a relation, you know what they want. Sorry, they know what they want. Like, you know what you want. Okay? It's not no lay-lating. It's not no playing with people's feelings. I think people forget we all have feelings. We're all human. You can actually ruin someone's life if you're playing games, or because you don't know what you want, or you didn't work on yourself. You can actually ruin someone's life, and people don't understand that. People lack compassion, people lack sympathy, and all they think about is themselves. Sometimes we can't think about ourselves. We have to think about other people in that moment too. That is how you grow as a person, I believe, when you acknowledge when you're at fault, or if you've hurt someone. I truly believe that's how you can grow. If you can't even acknowledge your wrongs, or where you went wrong, or you're not attentive enough, that's a problem in itself. Hence why I think it's very important. You need to work on yourself. Even if you don't know how to, ask. There's videos out there. There's people that give you step by steps. Even if it's not step, just sit down with yourself, grab a journal, get a pen, write things that you like about yourself, and proper sit down and write things that you like about yourself, and write things that you don't like about yourself, and actually look at the things you don't like about yourself. Now ask yourself, what can I do to change those things about myself? Or sometimes what you can do is maybe ask a close friend saying, what do you like about me and what you don't like about me? I don't really need to do that because I'm really attentive with how I maneuver. I think it's a bit of an issue that I'm always watching myself, if that makes sense. Like, even if I go to a party, I'm like, oh, I hope I conducted myself well and da 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 da. Like, I'm always doing that because I like to present myself well, which I don't think is. I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing. I think it's in the middle. Like, I'm always watching myself, or I'm always critiquing. That's the word. I'm always critiquing myself and seeing what I can do to be better. You know, or I just live in the now. I try to be better than I was yesterday. I feel like we can't think about the future, nor can we drag the past. And that's one thing that people do. They let their past consume them. That's why I think it's very important to work on your traumas. Yes, we have traumas. However, we can't make our traumas our identity. We have to acknowledge it. Yes, I went through this. Moving forward, this is not me. That is past me. Put that in the past, move forward. Try to do day by day. A lot of people always think about the future. We cannot control the future. We don't even know what the future looks like. So try to live in the now and be better than you were yesterday. I think that's important. And once you start living day by day, you'll become a happier person. You know? Life's too short to worry too much. Life's too short to beat yourself up about certain things. Like, you only have one life. God gave you one life. So live it to your fullest. And that's something that I really want to do, is live my life to my fullest. I believe that last year I wasn't really doing that. Like, I was beating myself up. I was my biggest critic, and I said, God forbid, if I don't change this, I'm gonna be miserable, depressed, anxious all the time. And I just had a what they call it, just a reawakening. I said, I just wanna live life. I wanna be better than I am. So yeah, I want to be better than I was. Sorry. So I've been living day by day. I've been going on my walks, weighted vest. I've been, manifesting, affirming. Sorry, manifesting, affirming. Like, when you affirm as well, it's not just saying, "I will." I will become a better person. You need to visualize it. I just learned something. Visualization. I don't know why I can't talk today. Visualization, important. Close your eyes, yeah. Okay, you say you want to live in let's say, for example, a penthouse. You want to live in a penthouse now. You close your eyes, you're looking at the penthouse, right? I'm looking at the penthouse. But you need to envision yourself in that penthouse. What do you see? I see a fluffy couch there. I see my cat Rocky in the corner there. Nice fridge. Outside, what I see? Audi Q3 car key. Pink interior. Visualize it. You need to actually visualize the life that you want. So if you want something, you're capable of doing it. Who told you that you're incapable? What? Mum, dad, friends, they don't know you. You know yourself better than they know you. A lot of people like to say, oh, I know you. You know yourself better than you know them. So you know yourself better than they know you. So visualize the life that you want. Visualize the person that you want to become. Like, literally visualize it. Write it down. So when you affirm, say things like, I am, instead of I will. I am becoming the person that I want to become. I am doing the things. I am doing the goals that I set up for myself. I am being a nicer person, and actually feel like, go in depth with the type of person you want to become. Like, for example, I want to become someone that is caring, nurturing, and tries to put others first, but not before herself. Go in depth when you're affirming, so you truly become an embodiment of what you're saying. I do think there is power in the tongue, so be mindful of what you say to yourself. And that's what I was doing, doubting myself, saying negative things like, oh, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm this, I'm that. and you will become those things. So I think it's important to speak life into yourself, be kind to yourself, give yourself grace. I think that's important. But yeah, I hope I didn't talk too much. I know I feel like I've been on a tangent a bit, but I just think us as a generation, we actually need to be kinder to ourselves. We need to ease the pressure. I know they say pressure makes diamonds, but hey, enjoy life, book that holiday. Leave that job if you want to leave that job. Dump that man if you want to dump that man. This is your life. As morbid as it sounds, you was born alone, you will die alone. So do things that make you happy. You don't want to look back and have regrets. So hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.